What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are the best. Let's just pop right into a reading and see what wants to come up for our beautiful collective today. Okay, if you want to connect to this reading, go ahead and hit the like button as we're ringing the sound bowl and tuning into the energies. Here we go. All right. I'm calling on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Alrighty. Okay. Well, a bunch just flew out, and this is very interesting. What do we have over here? We have the Three of Swords. Right. Pain from the past. Pain from the past. I feel like this is the explanation, right? This is the explanation. Oh, goodness. That was a lot. Some of you may feel like you are purging, like going through some kind of emotional purge at the moment. It's interesting because it is pouring rain. We're literally like in the midst of this atmospheric river that's going on. And I can just feel some of this heavy energy, but it feels kind of cleansing. Some of you may be, now I know this isn't going to be for everyone. Okay. I understand that. But whoever is reading this could be sitting in some very heavy emotions, or at least kind of going over pain from the past, right? Pain from the past. I see an experience here, and it's obviously painful, a painful experience that is being, I feel like, processed, right? I see somebody here who was absolutely in love with the Ace of Cups. Absolutely in love, feeling like they had, found the one, you know what I mean? This is the energy of, somebody feels like they found the one. They felt very happy, very fulfilled, very excited at one point in time. Now, I do feel like this is to do with love, because I have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Like, all of this energy combined really gives off somebody, the person you were in love with. They were very closed off, very non-committal, very indecisive, very, I just feel like someone's going over an unfortunate situationship in their love life. So kind of like, I don't know if it's like a processing or finally releasing or just sitting in the emotions, ruminating in it. Because it's a really shitty situation right off the bat here. And I'm sorry, this is difficult. Like, we're not even a few minutes into this reading and it's a heavy vibe, because the person that you fell in love with was, I don't want to say they weren't the one, but they didn't show up as they should have, or as you would have liked them to, or, there's this feeling of like, why did I fall in love with somebody who was like not in love with me, or not here for me, or not willing to be with me? Like, this is giving somebody who was just, I don't want to say that they didn't love you. I want to say that they weren't ready for love. This is kind of like, I'm getting more of this as like a conversation between like you and God, or you and Spirit. Be like, why did you put this person on my path for me to fall in love with, only so that they could hurt me? Only so that they could, why was I so attracted to this person? Or why did I fall in love with this person? Or why did you put this person on my path? Like I said, it's kind of like questioning, like when all they've done is consistently held back, consistently not been expressive, consistently not picked me, you know what I mean? Like consistently screwing up, like, you know, not here for a good time, not a long time. Why? It's giving questioning, like yelling at the stars. But again, it feels very therapeutic in a sense, where you're actually letting go and releasing a lot of these very difficult, very painful, and very heavy emotions. All right. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, so that was a lot. Like it just flew out of the deck. It just flew out of the deck. Spirit, what is going on here with the person who is looking at the reality of a situation? And why I say looking at the reality of a situation is because it's painfully obvious. I want to say that this person that you fell in love with is not the one, because they have never given you any kind of, they have never shown up the way that you have needed them to. Okay. And so you may be questioning to yourself, why did I fall in love with this person? Why? You know, like maybe questioning spirit, questioning yourself, you know, looking at the reality of a situation where you have just consistently been hurt by this individual. Okay, so you're processing a lot of emotions right now. You're allowing yourself to feel, you're allowing yourself to grieve the love that you had for this person who definitely did you dirty. Okay, like this is tough. This is tough for me to read on. Okay, yeah, did you dirty, 10 of Swords. It's over. It's over. Okay, so this is somebody you haven't spoken to, or somebody that they may have walked away from you. This is somebody who, again, has consistently been doing nothing but betraying you, hurting you, letting you down. You know, oh, fuck. This is hard. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, this is so hard. This is so hard. Why is this reading coming up today? Who's reading? What do they need to know? Whoever's reading this is not beating around the bush at all today. We have the Knight of Cups, King of Wands, the High Priestess. This is interesting. I feel like I know why this is coming up. I feel like I know why this is coming up. Some of you may have heard from this person recently. You know, I feel like either you've heard from them recently, or you are highly intuitive and you know that they're about to contact you. They're about to come back into your life, or they're about to make another resurgence. So this could be some kind of cycle with this individual, because it feels like the in and out thing, the on and off thing, right? With the Knight of Wands here and the Knight of Cups. This person may have been, you know, we've been picking up a lot of this, excuse me, in the collective lately, where there is someone from the past who has been growing and learning and, you know, wanting to come forward and, you know, apologize for the pain and the hurt of the past. Now, if this is something, you know, that's been coming up a lot in your energy or in your readings, or you just know this is about to happen, or it's happened, right? Or this person has reached out to you recently to give you an apology. I feel like when this happened, a whole rush of every emotion that you've ever experienced when dealing with this person has come up to the surface. You know, I feel like it's bringing up a lot of the unprocessed emotions. And I feel like somebody here is looking at the situation very clearly. Like you're not wearing rose-colored glasses. You're looking at this, you know, person. You're like, you know, I was in love with you. I was absolutely in love with you. I felt like I had found the person, you know, and why did I feel that way when you consistently didn't show up, or you consistently, you weren't choosing me? I feel like you have learned since then, not to choose yourself, right? To choose yourself. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who does choose themselves. This is somebody who has high standards and expectations and isn't going to just kind of settle for less than what they deserve. You know, this is somebody who really loves themselves and really cares for themselves and understands their value and their worth, right? So I don't know, like, I don't feel like you're beating yourself up, but maybe a little bit in the sense of like, I can't believe I didn't see, why did I allow myself to fall in love with this person? Because I deserve so much better and they never really truly showed up for me. So you're just kind of, like I said, there's a grieving energy that I'm feeling where you're just really releasing and processing and looking at this situation from a different lens. And you're like, you know what? I should have known because this person, it was like freaking, what's the analogy here? It was like pulling teeth to get them to open up, or it was like, you know, you're always having to ask them a lot of questions just to like get a simple answer. It feels like it was all very like it was you trying to initiate everything all the time, right? And you're like, I don't deserve this kind of shit. Like, this is not the kind of relationship that I want to be in. Like, why should I always have to be the one making decisions? Or why do I feel like this person's always putting like everything else above me? Like, you know, prioritizing everything else except for this relationship, you know? And so I feel like the whole experience for you has been not only very painful, but has been very eye-opening as well, because I feel like you would have come to a point where you were like, well, why did I allow this to take place? Like, why did I stand for it? And I know that love can really cloud our vision, the way we feel about people. But I feel like what's happened in the process, like since dealing with this one individual, you really have worked on your own sense of worth and value since dealing with this person. So you have grown tremendously. All right, you really have. And I feel like although this person kind of did a number on you, you've realized that at a certain point that you're taking responsibility for yourself and your feelings as well, because you've come to learn that you allowed this person to treat you this way. No, I know that's a hot take. Well, it's not really a hot take. It's just the truth. We do have to take responsibility for the way we allow others to treat us, right? So I feel like since this person, like one of the major lessons you would have learned in dealing with this individual was how to place some very clear boundaries and like really, you just really raise the bar on who's allowed, you know, in your energy, who you talk to, who you deal with. Like it's really helped you to just really get in touch with your own sense of worth and value and, you know, okay, in your relationships. Now, why is it all coming up, right? That's what the question was. Why is it all coming up? Like, I feel like this is something that, I don't know, it just feels like residual feelings. It doesn't feel like this is happening right now to you. I mean, maybe for some of you, maybe you could be going through this for the first time if you run into this reading right now. But for the majority of you here, I do feel like this is something that, you know, has already taken place. And I feel like you maybe thought that you processed everything, but there's still some kind of residual pain, or this is brought up because, again, this person has contacted you, or you know they're about to, or you've been feeling them in your energy, and you're like, why? Again, someone also could be kind of, I don't want to say like, well, yeah, kind of yelling at the sky, or kind of like questioning spirit, like, why was this allowed to happen? You know, and I feel like you know the answers because, yeah, you did learn something, right? Your sense of worth and value has really been so freaking elevated. Like, here, you know your worth now. Like, you'll never let something like this happen again. It's giving like, okay, well, now I'm in this let them energy, right? Where I used to maybe fight for this person's love or affection or time or information or energy or commitment or whatever it was that they weren't giving, right? You used to fight for it. Now you're just like, okay, if you're not picking me, then okay, fine, be on your way. Then I guess you're not the one. You know what I mean? So your attitude has shifted, you've grown, you've changed. That was likely you know, unfortunately, like, I'm not a psychologist, but I have learned a lot about myself, about life, about relationships, about, like, you know, the whole healing process. And, you know, it's a study, but anyways, we tend to repeat patterns, and we tend to attract the same type of partners and people in our adult romantic relationships that will help heal a wound or something that we've needed to look at, you know, like something important, like your sense of worth and value and things like that, since, you know, maybe some kind of childhood wounding or a wound that you've had with your parents or something, right? So you've been healing and working on these things and growing, right? So this may have been a trauma bond, right? There was a purpose for this. It was meant to bring up some difficult emotions, and maybe you had trouble getting attention from your parents, or, you know, like, I don't want to psychoanalyze you, but I mean, this is what has been brought up. So you realize that this is a pattern, and this has shown you something deeper that's needed healing, right, within the self. So like I said, you've been working on this, and this just feels like residual pain, or something that's being processed. It's being brought up again, and you thought maybe it was all over, it was all done. But when this person, you know, when this person reaches out to you to apologize, it's almost like it brings all of the emotions back up to the surface that you thought were already dealt with. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. It's almost like you're reliving those moments where you felt betrayed and you felt hurt. Like, you're reminding yourself of what you've gone through and what this person put you through. Okay, so it's being brought up. It's being brought up. We have the Eight of Cups here. Again, this is kind of like your energy now. Like, at one point, you, like I said, you would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this person. I'll do anything for them. Like, I just want it to work. And now you're like, well, if you're not going to completely satisfy my needs and fulfill me, then I am going to turn my back and walk away from this. Like, you're not the same as you once were. You're not the same as you once were. Here we have the King of Pentacles and the Lovers as well, with the World. With the World and the Sun and the Six and the Two and the Devil. Okay, this is, yeah, interesting. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, all of this energy here, starting with the King of Pentacles and the Lovers, like, we know that what this is giving that this person is coming back to apologize. Yes, it's dredging up all of these old feelings, but you seem to feel like, you know, this is the end of a cycle here for you. You have graduated, you've changed, you've grown. You're not the same person as what you were. But again, we're still picking up this energy really, really strong in the collective. This is like the third or fourth reading in a row where we keep getting the same theme here, where this person is coming back in, saying that they've grown and they've changed and they're different, and now they're wanting, you know, to give this a go. Now, at the beginning, we were talking about you maybe like in the past, or, you know, yelling at spirit in a sense of being like, why did you place this person on my path for me to fall in love with and make me feel like they're my divine counterpart, when they're not showing up correctly at all, and they're just mistreating me. Okay, in that sense where, you know, like I said, all the things I've already said, okay? So I'm not going to repeat myself, but, you know, and Spirit saying, well, this person has done some learning and growing too, right? That feeling of that connection, that feeling is still lingering there. That feeling, that draw between the two of you still exists. Okay, with the Lovers here, you know, this is definitely a soul contract. This is someone that you signed up to meet in this life. I feel like this was already, I feel like the contract part of it has been fulfilled as far as like karmic part of it. Now I say karmic because karmic is talking about learning a lesson, right? So the karmic lesson has been learned, and I feel like on both sides of the equation here. Now, whether you know it or not, you've also, in this whole experience, this person has also learned and grown and gone through, whatever they've gone through, right? This was what came up right away was your floodgates of emotions being completely burst open out of nowhere. And you saw how it just jumped and flew out of the deck. Like it was like a regurgitation, like it's all coming back up, like, this overwhelm of emotion, right? There is an opportunity here that I see, okay, with the sun. I mean, the sun is the most joyful energy in the deck. It does speak to growth and evolution, especially placed next to the world. And the Six of Swords rather, speaks to taking the lessons that you've learned and moving forward, moving on, right? Going forward, and maybe even having second chances or trying this again, or that kind of a thing. But I'm not saying that you're not interested in exploring this connection from an elevated space where you've learned, you've grown, this person's learned, they've grown. But what you're not able to get past right away or today is all of the pain that's resurfacing that this person has put you through. So it's all coming up and flooding back up to the surface. You are not forgetting, right? And it's giving like an energy of like, I can forgive, but I'm not going to forget, right? And you may not have realized how much emotion you still have lingering over the hurt and the pain and the difficulties and the challenges of the past experience with this individual, okay? And the devil is here, right? The devil is here. Now the devil, it's like, I feel like it's coming up because it's reminding you not to fall into the same patterns. I feel like it's reminding you, it's kind of, I have to clarify the devil, to be honest with you, because I want to know why it's really truly here. It does speak to the things that you've been trying to, like, we don't want to fall into old patterns. We want to make sure that no one's repeating cycles here, right? No one's repeating cycles. We want to see growth. We want to see change, and so why is the devil here amongst all this other kind of positive energy? Why is the devil here? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's wanting to come out from the cold, that's wanting to kind of, like, let's get over the challenge. Oh, why is this up? Yeah. The Hierophant in reverse. The Ace of Cups. What this is telling me is that there still is a connection, a love connection. There still is love for this person, okay? But what needs to happen is in order for the two of you, in order for you to feel like you can get out of this energy, right? Like okay. The Hierophant in reverse is like, I feel like it's like I don't want to end up in this non-committal, like, back and forth energy. It's giving like, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to be we're not doing the same things over and over again. Six of Swords, where there's like, I don't want to move. You're feeling torn. Okay. What it is you're feeling very torn. You're feeling very torn because I feel like you've been making healthy choices for yourself. You're really conscious and aware of any kind of patterns, even like the trauma bonds and things like that. Like, you're very much tuned in to the possibility that if this could be a temptation for you, like this could be a temptation. Is this real? Is this illusion? Right? Is this real or is it an illusion? Is this person going to show up? Have they really changed, or are they trying to trick me? Am I going to allow myself to get excited again about this, or allow myself to feel the love that I once felt, or get into that energy again? Or, like, I don't want to move forward. I don't want a second chance if I'm going to end up in the same space with no commitment, feeling out in the cold. Like, I'm not repeating this pattern. For the freaking love of God, I'm not doing this again. You know what I mean? There's like I am not doing this again. There's a resolve here that is very powerful and very strong, okay? But I feel like what's happening is this is drumming up a lot of emotion within you. This communication's drumming up a lot, okay? So you're pretty torn because with the Ace of Cups in the upright coming up again, there still is love for this person. There really is. You still have love for them, and it's making things very complicated because as much as you may want, part of you wants to move forward, part of you wants this, part of you wants this reconciliation to happen and wants them to have learned and grown, but you are so freaking cautious, and I don't blame you because you're being reminded of what you've had to go through and what you went through in the past and what you allowed and what you're not going to allow this time. So what is this? Like, first of all, you know what? Let me just ask, what is this person going to say? What are they saying that's triggering you so much? Because this is you being triggered, you know, like everything's coming back up to the surface. So what are they saying? What have they said? What will they say? I mean, this could be predictive for you as well. But for some of you, you've already experienced this or you've recently experienced this. What are they saying? I'll never stop loving you. I don't know how to express my feelings. Well, I'll never stop loving you. I didn't know how to express my feelings, perhaps. I will be back for you. So this is what they're saying. This is them coming back. I'll never stop loving you. I didn't know how to express my feelings. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I split the deck. You're always on my mind. That could be another reason why the devil is showing up. Because the devil can also represent like obsession as well. You're always on my mind. I'll never stop loving you. I will be back for you. I'll be back for you. I feel like this is like them coming back for you. This is them actually showing up here because it keeps popping up in the energy. It really does. You're always on my mind. I'll never stop loving you. I didn't know how to express my feelings. I feel like this is part of the explanation, right? But I kind of want to, I want to tap into your energy. I really do. I want to tap into your energy here because I gotta get another deck. Hold on a sec. Okay, how is our collective feeling about this person right now? How is our collective feeling about this person right now? Well, we have the 10. This actually, I don't know if it caught it on camera or not, but when this card popped out of the deck and it did this weird like spinning thing like on my finger, but so I don't know if it's reverse or upright or what, but it's the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. I feel like what's being brought up to the surface is not only the pain and the struggle and all the things and the lessons and everything. It's all being, brought up again. But also the feeling of, at one point in time, and maybe this really never went away. Maybe you haven't met another person that you have felt so deeply connected to since this individual. And so I feel like you have already kind of like, at one point in time, you kind of planned out a future with this person. You've envisioned this person as being part of your life long-term, right? Long-term commitment energy. Like you thought this was going to be your life partner, right? So this is kind of coming, it's all being drummed up. Everything's being drummed up right now, right? You still feel a deep connection to this person. So it's like, I feel you're torn. You just don't want to go through the same thing again, which I don't blame you, okay? And maybe part of you is not sure if you can let go of the pain that's this person's put you through, okay? What else for our collective? Yeah, you're guarded. You're a little guarded. You're a little unsure with the 9 of Wands because you've been through many, many battles with this person. Now, each one of these wands represents like you're just guarding yourself. You're guarding your energy. You feel like, look, I've come so far. I've done some healing. I've done some learning. I've done some growth, and I'm feeling pretty settled now. And this is you coming back and you saying these things is bringing it all up again. It's bringing it all up. Okay, it's bringing it all up. Oh, dear. 2 of Cups. There it is. But I still feel the connection. I still feel it. So the Two of Cups came up for both, so like, yeah, twice. And it came up in the last reading, and it came up in the reading before. Like, this is somebody that you really feel a very close soul tie. Like, there's a very, very deep bond with this person on a soul level. And it's just unfortunate the amount of upset. Like, you've had to already walk away and stop investing in this person. And now they're back, and it's like all of the emotion. There's the Three of Swords again, and there's the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you don't want to feel this again. You don't want to feel this again. You are fine. Like, you're single, you're on your own. You've worked really hard again to get to where you're at. And this is like, I'm not going to risk my, it just feels very, like, again, you're still questioning to spirit. Why is this happening? I can't lose the ground that I've gained, you know, as far as like healing from this person. Oh my goodness. I can see that y'all are in some kind of, yeah, it's almost like you're the one at the crossroads right now. You're the one, you know, holding all of the power and decision making about whether or not you are going to allow this person back into your world. Okay. And whether or not you feel like it's a good thing for you. Right. I do see them coming through as, you know, somebody who is a lot more dependable, a lot more committed. I'll tell you that much with the King of Pentacles, right? And here, I mean, we do still have a divinely guided pair, right? The King and Queen of Pentacles. You know, that's a power couple. That's a power couple, a deeply committed to each other. That's life partnership right there. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like this is just coming up because, again, here's the Moon and the Devil again, and the Seven of Swords and Temperance. It's like, you're almost torn, like whether or not you should accept this offer of reconciliation or not, because it just feels like the whole relationship has almost been like stained in a sense. You know what I mean? And whether you're questioning whether or not you can truly move past this, whether or not you can truly move past the situation, what has taken place in the past between the two of you. That's what I'm seeing here. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So, I mean, if you're interested, we can extend it. We can dive in further and find out more about them. But if you've tuned in some of the last readings, you know, I feel like we're picking up on the same collective. So it'll be up to you, but I will explore it further. And our focus is going to be mainly like what would happen if you were to say yes to this person. And maybe what would happen if you say no to them? Like, what's out there? Like, what should you do, right? What should you do? Let's just dive into it, and we'll pull on their energy, their intentions, and all that stuff. But let me help you explore what you should do, okay? Because I feel like this is somebody who really needs that, at least to open it up here and look at the energy around what happens if you allow it, what happens if you don't. Let's turn the focus on that, okay? And of course we'll get, like I said, all the other stuff we normally get. So as far as like what energy they're gonna be in when they come towards you, what's in their head, what's in their heart, what's their intention, what's the potential, okay? Can you trust it? We'll do all that. But yeah, it'll be an interesting one, I think, here. But yeah, let's explore it. Okay, I'll give you a love oracle, and I will post a preview as per usual. And thank you for your energy exchange. I really truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you're joining for the extended or not, any likes or comments or emojis in the comment section, any interaction, engagement with the reading really does help. If you're new and you have not had a reading from me before, I do invite you to join our beautiful tribe. Okay, you can do that. It's for free. It's free. You can just subscribe, loves. Only if you like my vibe. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. For those of you who are also interested in, like, I don't know what's going on and my political take on things. Just randomly, I'm going to throw it out there. You could follow my TikTok. I'm also doing weekly Tarot Tuesdays on my Insta channel. So I'm trying to expand a little bit, expand beyond YouTube a little bit. So if you want to follow, those socials are in the description box below as well. Okay, friends? All right. So we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces, right? That sense of connection is still there. It's still there. So this one says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul, right? So the answer is in your heart, not your mind. All right, friends, I'll see you in the extended. I'll drop all the link or whatever you need in the top of the comment section, and I'll see you in the extended or in the next reading. I'm sending you lots of love. Thanks for being here. I hope you really have a blessed day. Bye. Hey loves, welcome to the extended reading. Thank you so very much for your energy exchange. It really means the world to me. I'm going to try to include so much in this reading, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I am going to start with the basics though. What energy is this person in as they reach out to you? For some of you, they've already reached out to you, so you know, we're going to get into what's going on with their head, in their heart. What are their intentions? And as far as potential, we're gonna really explore more of like, should you or shouldn't you, get involved with them again? What happens if you do? What happens if you don't? Okay, so we're gonna get into that. So let's just do it. Okay. Oh, okay. Again, very much jumping out. Let go and true love. Well, that's the thing. Do I let go of true love? Like this is the whole thing, right? Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. And that's what I feel like you have already done. And then we have true love. True love comes when you least expect it. This is an unexpected communication, unexpected message that has come through from this person. Okay, but we're getting the true love energy again. Again, it came out in our last reading as well. Okay, the true love. All right, they're coming at you in an energy of true love. And the confusion. See, this is more giving your energy. You're so confused, right? All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. We are going to be doing that right here in this reading. Okay, let's get something else. I'm trying to pick up on their energy, but this is not their energy. This is your energy. This is your energy right now. We have illusion. That's the thing. Confusion, illusion. Is this an illusion? Is this true love? Am I just like, I don't want to repeat any of the same mistakes. Like, I don't want to put myself in a situation I've already been in and it wasn't good. We have emotions, a lot of feelings. Looking deep within your emotions. This is not even giving their energy at all. This is about you. Okay, I'm still going to try to explore what's in their heart, what's in their mind. Can you trust it? All of that. But this is giving your emotions. We have deeply at the bottom of the deck. Look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships. Is this done? Is this not? Is there more? What do I do, Spirit? So this is definitely a you extended, which we don't get this often. Okay, we don't get this often, but let me just dive in. I'm going to find out I'm going to really focus on their energy for a moment. Okay, and then we're going to go back into what should you do with this, right? That's the big question here in this extended. What do you do? What do you do? What's right for you? Okay, all right, let's get into it.
She said she'd only kill me, fly through the car to death. She said she'd only love me, fly through the car that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done. She said she was a beautiful